In this video, we will learn how to access array using loops. The learning objective of this video are that the student should know how to access array efficiently using loop. And then the second objective is that the student should know the size of any given array. So how to access array? As you may see in the previous chapter, that accessing array was done manually by mentioning the index one by one, and it is written manually in the program. And suppose the size of the array is big, then accessing manually is not efficient. Suppose we have 100 size of the array, it is impossible to write it directly in the program. Start from the index 0 until 99. So array can be accessed by using iteration command like for, while, or do while. We will see in the example. So this is the example. Suppose we have array B and then the size is 5, indicated by the number of the element inside of B. And then if we want to access this array, we can use an iterative command. Suppose in this example we use for, and then this for is start from the index I equal to 0 until I equal to 4. Okay, this is from I equal to 0 until 4. When I equal to 5, this is false because it should be less than 5. So this is false. So we have I equal to 0, I equal to 1, I equal to 2, 3, and I equal to 4. Then by using this index, we can access the array, the element of the array, by using this counter or the index for these loops. So how to do that? We just write down what is the array and then followed by I, and I, it will be changed based on this iteration from 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this 10, which is start from 0, it will be added by B1, B0, which I is equal to 0. So it will be added by 4, then it will be 4, and then the next iteration will be added by B1. What is B1? B1 is 2. So this plus 2. And then 4 plus 2 becomes 6. And then it added with the next value, B2, 12, and then 12 added with 7, 19, and then 19 added with 6, 25. The result will be the same as in the previous chapter, and then we divide by 5 and we get the average of this value. Okay, this is the example how to access an array by using iterative command. And then here it is necessary to know what is the size of array. So the size of array, it is needed when we are accessing array using iterative comment. Suppose like if the given array may have different size time by time, it will be changed. So it can be changed by the programmer. Sometimes it is 10, sometimes it is 20 for the size, or sometimes it is 100 for the size. So we do not need to change the program, especially in here. We do not need to change this frequently when we change the number of the data in the array, so that we have to know what is the size of the array. And we can know the size of the array by using this function, size of function. Let us see the example. So here we have two program, and both are accessing the array of B, but the difference is that in the first program we define the maximum index which can be accessed by this iterative comment. It is flexible, or it means that it's based on the size of this array. But here it is fixed or static. That is 5. So because we have here we have 5 element of arrays. So suppose I add the element of this array. So B, suppose I will have 4, 2, 6, 7, 6, and 8. So it's become 6. Then I need to change this. If I add another element or number, I have to change again and again. I have to check. So I have to change. So this one is inefficient. Therefore, we can make it flexible, just like this. So this is the size of the B divided by the size of integer. So how it's work? So here the size of the B means that the total memory used by B. So what is the total memory used by B? So B has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 element, and then each of them is integer, right? So it's multiplied by the memory needed by integer, like this. So suppose my integer using 4 bytes, so I will have 20 memory. And then what is the size of integer? So the size of integer is the size of this data type. So as I mentioned before, that suppose I use 4 byte for my integer, then it will be 20 divided by 4, which is 5. So this the size of the B. Whenever I change this 4, 2, 6, 7, 6, and then I add another element which is 8 and 9, suppose like this, then my B will be the size of B. The size of B will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 multiplied by the integer. And this calculation is automatically detected or automatically done by the compiler. Okay, so we do not need to change this part when we add or when we delete number inside of this array. Okay, you can use size of. And then another example, if you want to access array by using while, it is also possible. That here I have to define what is the counter of the loop, and the counter of the loop is I, starting from 0. And then if it is less than 5, then it will do this array access. So temp will be added by B0, B1, B2, B3, and B4. After that, when I equal to 5, this is false, then it will go to this next line. And we have 25 divided by 5. So this is another way to access array rather than using for. However, if you see this iterative command, when we used to access this array, well, it easier to see when we are using for, right? Because in the for, it's explicitly what is the beginning of the index, and then what is the stopping criteria of the index, and then what is the increment of the index. But in this while, we have to give a little bit effort to see what is the beginning of the index. We have to see what is the beginning, so we can find this initial value of the I. So now we have quiz and try to answer it. What is the biggest index of array having the size equal to 10? This is very easy. So if the size is 10, then the biggest index will be 9. Okay. And then which one is better to accessing array using iterative command? For or while? This is or. Which one is better, for or while, to access the array? Of course, for is better, because the index is explicitly, you can see what is the initial, and then what is the increment, and then what is the stopping criteria, rather than this while. Okay, we will see the next video.